2015 to 2019 Ford Fiesta. I got two evap codes. One's a high purge flow code and the other one's a small evap code. My check engine light is on. The car's running fine. Some people say that with this code they have like a surging or a rough idle or a dies at idle. Here's my codes, 456 and 496. We're going to deal with the second one first, and then I'm going to show you how to deal with the small evap one. But let's pop the hood here. Alright, now mine was the purge valve right here, this guy right here. Now as you may notice, it has these hard lines that are attached to it and you can't really pull these off. So when you want to replace this, you kind of got to get the whole assembly. It's like this line, one line goes towards the firewall back there, the other one goes under the intake. Here's what a new one looks like. This is from Ford. It comes with a new bracket, it comes with the lines, the clips, everything you need. Here's the part number. I would recommend going this way. Let's talk about parts for a moment. So this is the part for the Ford. And here's the part number right here. And then this fits 2015 to 2019 Ford Fiestas. Now, if you go OEM Ford, you'll be good. But if you go aftermarket, they have aftermarket ones of these that'll work just fine. I'll link some below too. And they also sell the OEM Ford one on Amazon as well. I'll link that below. It's $147. But you have a different option you could do as well. You can get just the purge valve, and then you could just cut those lines. There's a fellow mechanic YouTuber called Fast Fords 289. He has a video where he just cuts the line and then he kind of puts in his own purge valve. You can buy just the purge valve by itself. It's kind of about the same amount of work as like just doing the whole assembly, but with like a heat gun and some tools, you know, and some hose, he like shows how to just put it in like that. Now, if you're in a state like California or New York with emissions testings, it might not be a good idea. You might want to go OEM. But if you want to go this way, you can. They do sell different purge valves that you can get. Dorman sells a little kit that comes with like little hose clamps and stuff. I'll link that below. It fits the Ford Fiesta. It says right here on the Dorman website. Anyways, I'll link all that below. So I'm gonna be replacing the whole thing. First thing we want to do is disconnect the electrical connector. Just push the little thumb tab and then wiggle and pull this upwards. It could be kind of stubborn. Don't pull it by the wires because you'll break the wires. And then once that's disconnected, now you may notice like this is like on a little grommet right here with the bracket, like right here. Now some people just like to take it off the bracket, but I'm just going to replace it. I feel like it's easier. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect this right here. Use some pliers, just kind of pop that little connector off of that bracket. And then we're going to come over here with a flathead or something strong and just kind of pop this up a little bit. Don't like rage stab this little clip because it'll break, but you just want to get it in there and gently pry it apart, and then you could slide this hose out like this. Alright, got that out and it's free. And then here's a little bolt right here. We're going to get this off. It's an 8mm. So just take this 8mm out. Try not to drop it. Here it is right here. Okay, we can pull this to the side. And then this hose runs all the way down to the bottom of the intake. Now, if you look underneath here, you don't have to do it from underneath, don't worry. But you can see like there's a little clamp on the hose. Now, I thought I had to use pliers to like squeeze that and pull it off. But if you have like a little bit of finger strength, you can just grab that hose and pull it right off. So I pulled the clamp back, but I found out later you don't even have to do that. You could pretty much just like, if you want, you could loosen the clamp and pull it backwards and then pull the hose off. If you just reach down here, we'll first separate it from this little guide that's holding it to another hose. And then if you just reach underneath the intake and then just pull it straight backwards, it'll come off. But if you feel more comfortable like going underneath the vehicle with like a long tool and just kind of like manually removing the hose from the intake, you can do it that way as well. Alright, but once we get this side off right here, all you gotta do is follow this hose now. It comes back here towards the firewall. Get it out of this guide right here. Just kind of push this guide apart and then lift this up. It could be kind of a pain. Alright, just lift that up like that. And then there's this little green clip on there that you're gonna have to remove. And all you gotta do actually is use your fingers to just push the sides of it outwards and down, and then it'll come right off. So like I'll show you right here. It's not like a there's there's no secret thing to it. You just kind of push the clips to the side and then push it down like that, and then it pops off like that. Actually, a simple clip, usually Fords have these weird clips on there, and then you can just pop this off like that, and then that's freed up. Now we just got to kind of wiggle this guy out of here, nice and careful. You just kind of got to like turn it upside down, wiggle it, kind of pull it out. Don't rage rip it out of the car because you could break something. Just help route it out. Just route this guy out of here like this. All right. Now he's out. All right, now let's get our new one. Here it is right here. Now the new one comes with everything. It comes with a new bracket. It comes with new clips. Comes with new hoses, so you just gotta pretty much do the reverse of what you did, you know, just route it in kind of where it needs to go, and then put all the clips back on. This guy I had to take off from the old one and then put him on the new one, and then reopen it and then put the hose back in where it was, and just clamp this down. I got my connector plugged in, got the bracket on, and then I'll plug this connector guide into the bracket. So that's good like that. And then, of course, underneath, I had to go under the car to kind of, I forgot where exactly the little nipple was to plug this in. And then I just went underneath and lined it up and plugged it on like that. And then the hose clamp, you could squeeze with your fingers. It's not too tough. Just squeeze it with your fingers and pull it forward or push it towards the front. We'll put this guide on that's near the radiator that holds these two hoses together like that. And then, you know, towards the back, you just route the hose kind of in the guides. And then when it comes to putting this guy on, you put the hose all the way on first. Just push it all the way in. And then you clamp down the green part like that. And then it should be on there pretty good. It shouldn't pop off or nothing. All right. And we'll just push this down into place. And we'll tighten down that 8mm nut like that. Now, that's it. That's how you replace the purge valve on this engine. Now, real quick, to combat that small evap code, take something like a funnel or something and just kind of cycle this gas cap. Sometimes these capless fuel tanks, they'll get like dirt or grime in the little cover there, and then it'll like cause a small evap leak code. Okay, but yeah, now that that's all done, I would recommend using a scanner to clear the codes. Because these are evap codes, the evap monitor needs to run twice for it to turn off the check engine light, and that will take forever on this type of car. I would recommend just clear the codes, and then you should be good. You shouldn't have any hesitation or stalling or nothing like that if that's what you were having to begin with. And we'll just clear these codes with a scanner. I'll link this scanner below. This is a great scanner. Perfect for the job. But you don't need a nice one like this. You can get like a $40 one just to clear the codes. If you have permanent codes, though, you will need to drive it many times for the permanent codes to go away, but the check engine light should be off even with permanent codes in your computer. And that's it, guys. So hopefully this video helped you out. Thanks for watching. Any additional information in the comments is appreciated. Check down below for links, and I'll see you next video. That's all the information I got for you. The rest of the video is just some products and other stuff I got going on. Totally up to you if you want to stick around. I got a 15% off Oxido.com promo code. Now, Oxido has a bunch of products, but what they're mostly known for is their really good aftermarket headlights. So if you got an older car, 80s, 90s, 2000s, even a newer car, if it has a bulb, they probably got an upgraded bulb for you. You may have seen aftermarket LED headlights on Amazon, but the thing, I'm not going to say any names, but the thing is, they have a lot of issues. Sometimes they start to flicker after a few months, or they get hot and the LED burns off. These are available on Amazon. You can get them there. However, if you go to the website and use the promo code GearmoAuto, you can get 15% off. It's really easy. All you got to do is go to the website on your phone or your computer and then put in what kind of car you have, what year, make and model, you know, that stuff, and then it'll display to you all the available lights for your vehicle. You can get headlights, tail lights, interior lights. Highly recommend getting some good interior lights. You'll be surprised how bright it is. So just type GearmoAuto in at the checkout and you'll get 15% off.